I married a man I thought was my answered prayer. But I didn't know I had just married my worst nightmare. My name is Vera. I'm 34 years old, a medical doctor. I am here to tell you my true life story. I met Jay in university. We were very different, but somehow inseparable. I studied medicine and surgery. He studied theater arts. We lived in the same hostel, and that's where our friendship started. Even after NYSC took us to different states, we never lost touch. Then one day in 2022, Jay called me. That call changed my life. He said he had found the perfect man for me. I laughed. I didn't know my life was about to change forever. To link me with his friend? I said no immediately. But he didn't listen. He kept insisting. He told me the man's name was Narc, a Nigerian but also a US citizen. Handsome, calm, successful, ready to settle down. According to Jay, he was everything I had ever prayed for. But my spirit rejected the idea instantly. Something didn't feel right. Still, Jay kept convincing me, and somehow, I gave in. That was my first mistake. Jay gave Narc my number and he called me. Should I tell you what happened when he finally called me? The first time Narc called me, his voice was calm, soft, respectful, almost perfect. We talked for hours. Then he asked me a question that changed everything. What kind of man do you want? I didn't think much of it. So I told him everything. I told him the kind of man I had been praying for: kind, patient, loving, playful, God-fearing, supportive. I told him how I wanted to be loved. I didn't know I was giving him a script, and he was about to play the role perfectly. After that conversation, something changed. Narc became everything I described. Everything. He was kind, attentive, and gentle. He said the right things at the right time. It felt like I had finally met my person. Then I asked for his pictures, and what I saw surprised me. Should I tell you why? When I saw his pictures, he was handsome, very handsome. But he wasn't exactly what I had imagined. He wasn't as tall as I wanted. He had a bigger body than I preferred. But his smile could melt anything. So I told myself something dangerous. Character matters more than looks. I ignored the little doubts. I convinced myself. I didn't know I was choosing my pain. Then he came to Nigeria after 3 months, and everything felt like heaven. The first 3 months with him felt like heaven on earth. He treated me like a queen. He made me laugh all the time. He listened to me. He carried me along in everything, exactly how I said I wanted to be loved. We traveled, went on dates, took road trips. I was happy. Genuinely happy. I thanked God every single day. I thought I had found my husband. I didn't know I was being love bombed. I didn't even know what love bombing was my entire life. I thought it was all love because it felt like love to my naive self. Then in the 3rd month, he proposed. After the proposal, everything moved quickly. He went back to, but we stayed in constant communication. Calls, messages.
Sweet word.
It felt real.
In the 7th month,
He came back to Nigeria. He paid my dowry. We got traditionally married. I thought I had won in life. I didn't know. I had just entered a trap I couldn't see. 2023 was peaceful, mostly. We had small disagreements. I thought it was normal. Then 2024 came, and everything changed. Slowly, the man I knew disappeared. He started arguing over nothing. He gaslit me, he twisted everything, he manipulated me and always got me confused. Then came the control. He didn't want me to visit my family and friends. He didn't want them to visit me either. I was becoming isolated, and I didn't even realize it. Then came the silence. Whenever we argued, he would disappear, ignore my calls, and ignore my messages. At first, the silent treatment, or should I call it malice, lasted for hours, then days, then weeks, then it graduated into months. I was confused and broken because this wasn't what I bargained for. This wasn't what he showed me at first. And at some point, I thought I was the problem. I started begging him each time he gave me the silent treatment. I was always apologizing even when I did nothing wrong, just to feel loved again. I was losing myself without even knowing it. And he enjoyed it. He enjoyed every bit of it. My tears, confusion, distress, agony, and breakdowns gave him joy. One day I couldn't take it anymore. I went online. I typed everything I was experiencing because I couldn't talk to anyone because I was already isolated. I thought maybe he was mentally sick, but what I saw shocked me. One day I couldn't take it anymore. I went online. I typed everything I was experiencing because I couldn't talk to anyone because I was already isolated. I thought maybe he was mentally sick, but what I saw shocked me. The word was narcissist. Before then, I sincerely never knew such a word existed. I read everything, and it felt like I was reading my life. That's when it hit me. I didn't marry a loving man. I married a narcissist. And everything started making sense. But the worst was still coming. Just when I thought it couldn't get worse, it did. A woman called me. She said she was his girlfriend, and also his boss. She threatened me. She told me to leave him alone because he is hers. That's when everything shattered to pieces. The man I was fighting for was never mine. I broke down completely that day. Today, we've been married for 3 years, together for 4. But now I am tired. I am lonely, and I am broken. I want to leave. But the crazy part is that I am now so trauma bonded to this beast, so I still love him. And that is the hardest part. We don't have children. Not because I can't, but because he never wanted any, and he never told me he hates kids and doesn't want kids from the beginning. Now I'm standing at a crossroads. Do I walk away or stay and keep fighting for a love that is destroying me? Saying I will walk away is easier said than done. I have tried, but my heart keeps betraying me. If you were me, what would you do to walk away for good?